Outstanding Kiwi filly Tupelo Rose continued on from her 2-year-old season when she produced another stunning effort to win the $75,000 Great Northern Oaks at Alexandra Park on January the 6th. Driven by ace Victorian reinsman Ted Demler, Tupelo Rose drew the outside of the second row and faced the breeze for the last 1,600 metres before scoring by a length, rating 2 minutes .9, the third fastest time in the race. Trained by Wayne Ross for the Australian-based Ultimate Rose Syndicate, it was the filly's 11th win from 19 starts and took her stake earnings to just over $277,000.
Dancing on Moonlight, they get the Bell Angel. Hanover Shibna's dropped to the rear, but only about 10 first to last. They wheel out of the straight now. The Group 1 event, and the leader is quick enough by a length and a quarter. Tupelo Rose on the outside of the leader's wheel. Down on the inside, Flask going through the half, 59.4. Into the back, Chichio Star, followed Anime Supreme Homes and Fish out wide. There followed High Devotion, Dancing on Moonlight, Pocket Queen Angel, Hanover Shibna. Down the far side, 600 metres out and quick enough by a length and a quarter. Tupelo Rose, the race favourite, poised on the outside of the leader's wheel. They're followed by Flask. In the 1-1 is Chichio Star, 3 back then to Anime. They leave the back straight behind them. There's Dancing on Moonlight making a move. Supreme Homes are still there with High Devotion, Shivner Angel Hanover. Impus drop to the rear. Quick enough now brings them to the corner only narrowly. Tupelo Rose, Ted Demler about to pounce on the outside. Flask awaiting the passing lane, Anime. Then we've got Dancing on Moonlight, Tupelo Rose, quick enough is sticking grimly. Here's Dancing on Moonlight, the danger, Tupelo Rose, Dancing on Moonlight, and quick enough, Tupelo Rose pulling out the reserves. Dancing on Moonlight trying to go to Tupelo Rose. Yes, Tupelo Rose shows grit and determination. Takes out the Great Northern Oaks from Dancing on Moonlight and quick enough.
Cosmic Ice made amends for her unlucky third in the Tasmanian Derby with an effortless victory in the Tasmanian Oaks in Hobart on January the 7th. Trained and driven by Rowan Hadley after a brief stint with Robert Cameron in Victoria, Cosmic Ice powered home over the final 200 metres to score by 6 metres. It was Hadley's second Tasmanian Oaks success, having partnered Rose's Sweetheart to victory 2 years earlier. But this was much sweeter, as he was also a part owner of the filly.
Last of all, Lombo Quest in front around the top bend, 850 metres left to go. On the outside, Lalani's got within a head. Second and third is Miss Anna, who's had a nice run in transit on the outside of Cosmic Highs, who's now fourth behind the leader. They were followed by Baruga Brandy and Lockaway. The early leader in the race is now snookered badly in sixth spot. Further back to Really Ann on the outside of Cam River, and GY is about 10 metres off the pack. Here's a move now. Really Ann takes off 3 wide. The favourites in front as they go to the back on the final occasion. 600 metres to go. Lombo Quest about 2 metres clear in the Tasmanian Oaks from Lalani, and Cosmic Ice trying to ease away from the pegs as third. Miss Anna on its outside, followed out wider on the track then by Baruga Brandy putting in its claim. Back behind those horses came Really Ann. They were followed then by Cam River, Lockaway, and GY is last of all. Off the back they come. Lombo Quest in front. Cosmic Ice is rushing up though quickly on the outside to go to second, and these two impressive young fillies get right away, and they'll fight out a thrilling Tasmanian Oaks. They're well clear of Cam River. Cosmic Ice goes to the lead around the home turn from Lombo Quest, is battling away second. They're clear of Cam River, and Cosmic Ice darts to the front in the Tasmanian Oaks, and it kicks away, and Cosmic Ice is going to be too good. Good go for second and third, but Cosmic Ice wins and wins comfortably. Cosmic Ice first, getting up to run second Cam River, third placing to Lombo Quest, then Really Ann, followed by Miss Anna.
Tailor-made Lombo, fresh from her effortless Tasmanian Pacing Championship victory, was chasing further glory when she headed to Perth for the $250,000 WA Pacing Cup at Gloucester Park on January the 7th. Widely travelled pacer Admiral's Avenue provided WA's premier trainer Justin Warwick with victory in the state's biggest harness racing event when he scored a shock win as one of the outsiders of the field at 25-1. Admiral's Avenue shot clear turning for home before scoring by more than 10 metres, rating 158.5 for 2,500 metres to give Warwick his first WA Pacing Cup training success. It was also the biggest win in the career of 27-year-old reinsman Grant Williams.
Looking at the whole herd with Nebulizer. First quarter in 31, inside the 1,000, and the Accelerator is going to try and lead throughout in the Cup final. He brings them into the straight for the bell. A length on our London Pride. Countess Carla, she's got the run of the race on the inside, and Highfalutin is close enough. If good enough, he can hook out any time from now. On the fence, Admiral's Avenue, that quarter 29.8, the half 60.8. Allwood's Chief next from another party. Tailor-Made Lombo's the first to peel, and it's taken to the 650 for something to move. Then Golden Gear's Shattering Class, Nebulizer and Saab. I don't think he can do it again. The Accelerator at the 550's got away. He's 2.5 lengths, Countess Carla. Our London Pride's gone. 3 wide, Highfalutin. 4 deep, here's Tailor-Made Lombo now letting go. Getting away from the rails was Admiral's Avenue coming into the picture. Down the back in 28.9. Did he go too early, Brown? The Accelerator back to the field, leads a length on Admiral's Avenue. It's the bookies' hope laying down the gauntlet. 2 lengths to Countess Carla. Tailor-Made Lombo not doing enough. Then another party and Saab in the straight though, and Grant Williams is wielding the whip on Admiral's Avenue. It's dashed to the lead from the Accelerator. Here's Saab now, but Admiral's Avenue for Grant Williams. Oh, speaking of fairy tales, Admiral's Avenue wins by 3 lengths running away. Second the Accelerator, third home is Saab. Grant Williams has gone berserk.
Following the WA Pacing Cup, the Grand Circuit spotlight switched to Globe Derby Park in Adelaide the following night for the $100,000 South Australia Cup. But in a sad indictment for the local industry, not one South Australian trained horse was considered good enough to be selected in the 11-horse field. Safe and Sound, favourite at 18-10, lowered our Savancelot's track record when he scored a courageous victory, rating a slick 157 for the 2,645 metre trip and clipping 1.7 seconds off our Savancelot's previous record time. John Justice, who declared Safe and Sound back to his best after a disappointing Miracle Mile campaign, approached the Moonee Valley Inter-Dominion Series with a great deal of confidence, as South Australian Cup winners had an excellent record in Inter-Dominion finals after scoring in Adelaide.
Look at him go with All Our Fella. He's starting to whip around them, and OK Oscar starting to follow him through as they make their moves a long way from home. Speedo George goes back to last. Denver Gift just in front of it underneath, and last of all on the inside behind those was Anvil Star. Sorrento Star went 30 seconds for the first quarter. Lead time very quick, 1:13.9. She's fired up, Sorrento Star. Lawrence can't hold her back to the field. She's going too tough. In second placing, Safe and Sound on the outside. On the inside, Kaima Kid. Out 3 wide there was All Our Fella. Between runners was at it again. King Star galloped back through the field. Behind those, OK Oscar with a 3 wide trail. Denver Gives held up. Anvil Star had to swing wide. Now last of the main group. Forget about King Star and Speedo George. 29.6 for the second quarter. 59.6 for the first half. And Sorrento Star at the 400. She leads by 2 metres. Safe and Sound second. Kaima Kid on the inside waiting for the split. At it again. Can't get out. Keeping it in there was All Our Fella. Then behind those starting to wind up around the outside is Anvil Star. Denver Gift can't get out. In front it's still Sorrento Star. Safe and Sound down the outside trying to come at the mare. Peter Lawrence in front with Sorrento Star. Safe and Sound coming at her. Safe and Sound, Sorrento Star, Safe and Sound. Safe and Sound got up by a nostril, I think, in front of Sorrento Star. Then behind those in third placing. Flashing home was at it again. Not far behind those Denver Gift, Anvil Star, Kaima Kid.
The Grand Circuit spotlight switched back to Perth a week later for the $110,000 Fremantle Pacing Cup at Gloucester Park on January 14. The upset win of 10-1 chance Golden Gears took most punters by surprise, but not his trainer Laurel Schofield or her nephew reinsman Wayne Reid, as they gave him a good chance under the standing start conditions. Something of a bridesmaid in big races, Golden Gears could boast placings in a Golden Nugget final, Mount Eden Sprint, Winter Cup and a Botra Cup. But the Group 1 victory took his stakes tally to $231,000, the result of 19 wins and 19 placings from 64 starts.
Skipper's Trick a length on Nebulizer, Prince of Steel, Urana 2 goes 3 wide. In the middle there is another party still going. Kindly's in cruise control. On the fences, Lock and Load, 3 deep, Golden Gears let go. Between horses, the stablemate Golden Goddess, then Scarnio, Our London Pride, Lord Marks. Allwood's Chief is last, 30.4 that quarter. Half in 63.6 as they head to the 650. And Skipper's Tricks had a trouble-free run in front. Leads 3/4 of a length on Nebulizer, who's been asleep for a while. He's woken up now. Prince of Steel is running third. Out wide on the track, trying to get something going. Urana 2, another party in traffic now. On the fence, Lock and Load, 4 wide, Golden Gears, and right off the course, Our London Pride. Golden Goddess in that group with Allwood's Chief, Lord Mark, Scarnio. Jigger throw a blanket over them, 29-1 that quarter. At the 250, Skipper's Trick a length clear. On the outside, Nebulizer. Getting up on the fence is Prince of Steel. Another party can't find a run, and right down the outside, rattling home is Golden Gears. Golden Gears is out after Skipper's Trick now. Here's Lord Marks out of the ruck. Wayne Reid wielding the whip on Golden Gears. It takes the lead, and Golden Gears has won the Fremantle Cup. Beat Skipper's Trick, or Lock and Load out late was flashing home. Wide out on the track, battling away was Nebulizer with another party.
It was now into Dominion time, this year at Moonee Valley, with $1 million Pacers final and a $500,000 Trotters final, plus a radical new point system to determine the field for the respective finals. Pacers were no longer required to contest all qualifying heats, but instead had the opportunity to gain double points in 2 selected races, the A.G. Hunter Cup and the Victoria Cup, while Trotters could earn double points in the VL Ballard Cup and the Australasian Trotters Championship. The carnival opened with the world's richest pacing handicap, the $400,000 A.G. Hunter Cup, over a gruelling 3,020 metres on January 15th, with Christian Cullen, the backmarker, on 25 metres. Unfortunately, the Kiwi champ was out of the race after an early scrimmage with an out-of-control Saab, with victory going to another New Zealander, the rising star, Yule Star, which was driven a treat by Tony Shaw for part owner and trainer Lorraine Nolan. Enjoying a cosy run throughout, Yule Star exploded to the front rounding the home turn and was untroubled to beat a gallant Happy Asset and Slug of Gin to post his first Grand Circuit victory.
They've got 2 laps to go on the A.G. Hunter Cup, the members' race. And Cole Bruce in front with Noel Shin, leads more than a sulky's length. Cigar running second. Third on the inside was After Do. Yule Star, 1 out, 1 back. And Admiral's Avenue's 3 back the inside. Then Happy Asset the running lane. 4 back the inside, at it again. The next pair, Slug of Gin on the outside of Breeny's Fella. Holmes DG around Bankura next. Then Undercover Lover, Saab on the inside and Christian Cullen last. A 35 or 40 metres from the lead as they go down the back. Lead time in 1:49.9 and Cole Bruce is the leader. They've got 1,500 to go. Cole Bruce led by 3 metres. Second is Cigar. Third is After Do. Fourth is Yule Star. Fifth is Admiral's Avenue on the inside. Then in 6th spot is Happy Asset. 7th on the inside was At It Again. Then Slug of Gin around Breeny's Fella. Holmes DG is around Bankura next. Then Undercover Lover. Second last is Saab and Christian Cullen is at the tail end of the field. Rounding the turn at the 1,200 metres and Cole Bruce setting a pretty good speed. First quarter of the last mile in 30.4. Cole Bruce in front. Cigars had to do it tough without cover. Third on the inside, After Do. Yule Star running 4th. Then Admiral's Avenue. Happy Asset. Still no moves. They've got a lap to go. At it again. 4 back the inside. Next Slug of Gin. Then Breeny's Fella from Holmes DG. Bankura next. Undercover Lover, Saab and Christian Cullen is last as they head out of the straight. 900 metres to go and it's Cole Bruce leading. Cole Bruce 2 metres in front. Cigar second. After Do third. Yule Star 4th in the 1-1. Admiral's Avenue 3 back the inside. Then Happy Asset. Still no moves. Second quarter in 30.8. Next on the inside was At It Again. Then came Slug of Gin, Breeny's Fella, Holmes DG. Again they pour on the speed into the back. Well back was Bankura next. Undercover Lover, Christian Cullen and Saab at the tail end, but it's Cole Bruce. 500 metres to go. Cole Bruce 3 metres Cigar. Third After Do. Yule Star 4th. then Admiral's Avenue. Happy Asset now 3 deep, at it again away from the markers, and they were followed by Holmes DG round the outside of Slug of Gin. Brenny's Fella, Bankura next, Saab, Undercover Lover and Christian Cullen last. 28 seconds, third quarter. Cole Bruce in front, Yill Star zips up on the outside, then Cigar, Happy Asset. Yill Star went to the lead from Cole Bruce. Happy Asset, Slug of Gin running on. Yill Star in front, a length clear. Happy Asset and Slug of Gin coming. Yill Star in front with 50 to go. They won't get him. Yill Star wins the AG Hunter Cup. Yill Star first beat Happy Asset and Slug of Gin. At it again fourth, and then Admiral's Avenue. Brenny's Fella, Cole Bruce, Christian Cullen, a Herculean run considering. The winner of the Ballard Cup.
Earlier that night, champion New Zealand trotter Lyle Creek extended his record to 13 wins from 15 starts and took a stranglehold on the Inter-Dominion Trotters Championship when he held out the visiting French trotter Euro Ranger, which galloped over the line to win the $100,000 VL Ballard Cup. Despite being checked early and then working around the field to face the breeze for the remainder of the 2,540-metre trip, Lyle Creek rated an incredible 2 minutes .6, which clipped an amazing 2.7 seconds off the previous track record.
Turning of the 1200, the speed very good. First quarter in 30.3, and the leader is Special Force. Lyle Creek is having to do it the hard way. He's a neck away second, but maintaining pressure to Special Force. Third down on the inside is National Interest. The speed very good here. In the 1-1 was Buster Hanover. Three back the outside, Euro Ranger. Then Cool Fortune. Next Bonspiel Chewy, Ambrose Pride. Further back, Sundon's Way from Lacey Truscott, Mountain Gold, and Poets Corners at the tail end of the field. They work past the 800. Second quarter in 30.5. They're racing this at almost track record speed, and into the back they go. The leader, Special Force, is a metre in front. Lyle Creek sitting outside of it. In third spot was Buster Hanover. Fourth on the inside, National Interest, as Lyle Creek put his nose in front down the back. Lyle Creek outside Special Force, and they're spreading up now. 5 metres to Buster Hanover, then National Interest, Euro Ranger, Bonspiel Chewy. Next Cool Fortune, then Lacey Truscott. Off the track, Sundon's Way. Third quarter in 28.5. Again, Special Force with his head in front. Lyle Creek coming again at him. Buster Hanover and Euro Ranger hooking out. Mountain Gold well back with Sundon's Way. Round the turn, Special Force and Lyle Creek together. Buster Hanover went to third and galloped. Lyle Creek in front. Euro Ranger running on. Lyle Creek the leader. Euro Ranger cutting him down. Lyle Creek in front of Euro Ranger. Lyle Creek, Euro Ranger. Euro Ranger galloped. Lyle Creek won it. Lyle Creek a nose. Euro Ranger galloped right on the line and may have cost him victory. The Freak won it by a nose. Third, I'm not sure. We've got Buster Hanover who galloped, and Sundon's Way very prominent with Special Force, National Interest.
The New Zealand domination of the $100,000 Victoria Pacers Derby continued when Stars and Stripes made it 5 consecutive Kiwi victories in the Blue Riband event at Moonee Valley on January 22. Kiwi trained pacers to win the Victoria Derby in the previous 4 years were Sharp and Telford, Lavros Star, Holmes DG and Courage Under Fire, a pretty formidable quartet. Perfectly driven by Ken Barron, Stars and Stripes came with a late run to swamp Smooth Satin and Sailor's Corner in the last 50 metres to win by 2.5 metres. His job finished in Melbourne, trainer John Lishner took the superstar back home for a freshen up before aiming at the New Zealand Derby in April and then the New South Wales Derby.
1,300 to go. Sailor's Corner's going to press on, and he'll go to the lead, crossing Jackatoris. Rich and Spoilt now left without cover. 1-1 is Caribbean Sun. 3 back the inside, Falcon's Blue Jean. Around it was 15 letters. 4 back the inside was Art Gallery as they turn inside the 1,200 from Smooth Satin. Next the inside, Lethal Affair from Stars and Stripes, Cool Hand Luke, and Home for Christmas hooking out from the tail end. First quarter was 28.9. They were burning. A lap to go. Sailor's Corner in front with Vic Frost, leads by a metre. Second, Rich and Spoil. Jackatoris third. They try and slow up a little bit. In the 1-1 was Caribbean Sun. Going up 3 wide was Smooth Satin. 3 back the inside, Falcon's Blue Jean. Between runners is 15 letters. Stars and Stripes working into it nicely. 3 deep with cover. 4 back the inside was Art Gallery. Then Lethal Affair and out 3 wide, Cool Hand Luke with cover. It's trailing up the favourite Stars and Stripes. And last of all is Home for Christmas. Down the back they head second. second quarter 33.1, and it's Sailor's Corner tackled by Rich and Spoiled. 3 metres away but out 3 wide, Smooth Satin. Between runners is Caribbean Sun, Jacket Taurus behind the leaders. Stars and Stripes 4 deep, pulling out 5 wide, Home for Christmas with a run. Then came Falcons, Blue Jean 15 letters, Cool Hand Luke, Lethal Affair, and back last is Art Gallery. 28.1 the third quarter. Round the turn, Sailor's Corner led Rich and Spoiled. Smooth Satin 3 deep, Stars and Stripes trying to come off their back. Sailor's Corner in front, Smooth Satin wider out, Stars and Stripes running on strongly. Smooth Satin tackled by Stars and Stripes. Kiwis have got it again. Stars and Stripes swept to the lead and he wins the derby. Stars and Stripes, Ken Barron 2 metres. Smooth Satin second, Sailor's Corner third. Then Jacket Taurus.
An unselfish decision by top Victorian trainer Ted Demler paid dividends when Breeny's Fella came with a late run to score an upset win in the $250,000 Victoria Cup at Moonee Valley a week later. Ted had driven the gelding at his previous start when a luckless 6th behind Yulestar in the AG Hunter Cup a fortnight earlier. But soon after, he decided to give his son Craig the reins for the Victoria Cup. Craig answered the challenge, making all the right decisions, some of them brave, on his way to winning the biggest race of his career, as Breeny's Fella charged home to an impressive victory over Shaker Maker and a slightly disappointing Christian Cullen, which finished third after making the pace. Unfortunately, Christian Cullen broke down after the race and missed the Inter-Dominion final. He was immediately retired and headed off to the breeding barn.
First quarter in 29.8. Christian Cullen starts to roll along, and with a circuit left to go with Ricky May. The favourite Christian Cullen leads by a length on Shaker Maker. Saab third the inside, and in fourth spot was Kayima Kid. Tailor-Made Lombo fifth. Next is Breeny's Fella. Then came Yulestar the inside. From Safe and Sound, Holmes DG 3 out. From Happy Asset, Courage Under Fire back to second last, and Slug of Gin at the tail of the field. The second quarter in 30.7, and it's Christian Cullen turning into the back in the Eat Well, Live Well Victoria Cup. Christian Cullen led 2 metres. Shaker Maker second, Saab third, Kayima Kid fourth. Now Safe and Sound going 3 wide. Holmes DG's out 4 deep. Tailor-Made Lombo 3 back the inside, then Breeny's Fella. Kayima Kid coming out of the 1-1 as they head off the back. Christian Cullen led narrowly. Shaker Maker's nearly got level here. Kayima Kid's out 3 deep. Then Saab on the inside of Breeny's Fella. A trouble back in the field. Courage Under Fire checked by Happy Asset. Shaker Maker's got his nose in front. 28.5 the third quarter. It's Shaker Maker ahead in front of Christian Cullen. Breeny's Fella trying to get out Kayima Kid. It's Shaker Maker, Christian Cullen trying to come back. Shaker Maker and Breeny's Fella running on. Shaker Maker, Christian Cullen. Breeny's Fella swamping them. Breeny's Fella and Craig Demler. It's a blowout in the Victoria Cup. Breeny's Fella's coming away. Breeny's Fella wins it. Second, Shaker Maker, Christian Cullen third. Then Slug of Gin. What a run. Courage Under Fire.
Earlier that night, Lyle Creek tightened his grip on the Inter-Dominion Trophy with another tradesman-like performance when he came off 10 metres to completely outclass his rivals in the $100,000 Australasian Trotters Championship over 3,020 metres. The freak led and jogged through the first mile before stepping up the tempo, reeling off his last mile in a sensational 158.8. Untroubled to win by 7 metres, Lyle Creek ran his last 800 metres in 58.8 seconds, only 9/10 of a second slower than the final half posted by Breeny's Fella in winning the Victoria Cup later in the night.
They're about to swing into the straight, 1,200 metres to go. Look at the first quarter, 30.1. They are humming along now, and it's Lyle Creek in front. Mountain Gold is trying to push him. 5 metres to Sundowner Bay. Fourth on the outside, Special Force. Then came Homer Hawk. Around it, Kawarau Invasion. They've got a lap to go, and they are running. Next is National Interest. Around it, Africa. Peeling out 3 deep is Sundon's Way. Trailing him up is Euro Ranger. Then Miss Whiplash. And last, Buster Hanover. But they're starting to make their runs from the back. 800 metres to travel. Second quarter, 29.9. First half of the last mile in 60 seconds as they turn into the back. Lyle Creek in front, led 2.5 metres. Mountain Gold second, Sundowner Bay third. Special Force is fourth. 3 wide was Sundon's Way, then Homer Hawk, Kawarau Invasion and Africa. Lyle Creek travelling though, 500 left to go. Lyle Creek 3 metres to Mountain Gold, tapped up. Sundowner Bay sticks on. 3 wide Sundon's Way running a mighty race. In between runners, Special Force, then Africa. Next is Homer Hawk. Third quarter, 28.7. Lyle Creek rounds the turn. 2.5 metres to Mountain Gold. In third spot, battling on Special Force, Sundon's Way. And further out was Africa, but Lyle Creek, the freak in front with 100 to go. He's 7 or 8 metres clear of Sundon's Way. Another win coming up for Lyle Creek. What a performance and what a horse. Lyle Creek 5 metres. Second home Sundon's Way. Third home on the outside was Africa. Then came Mountain Gold, Homer Hawk, a mighty run.
A week later, Lyle Creek proved his billing as the freak when he completed a whitewash of the Melbourne feature trotting events with a sterling win in the $500,000 Inter-Dominion Trotters final at Moonee Valley. Sent out one of the shortest priced favourites in Inter-Dominion history at 5-2 on, the lightly raced Kiwi was forced to work hard throughout the early and middle stages from his 10-metre handicap before careering away for a 6-metre victory. The win, Lyle Creek's third consecutive Group 1 victory, netted Connections $295,000 and took his stake earnings to just over $558,000, the result of 15 wins from 17 starts.
Heading down the straight, they've completed one lap. Homer Hawk the leader as the favourite Lyle Creek now slides forward into second spot. Third down on the inside as they go to the post. 2 laps to go is Ambrose Pride. Still 3 deep. National Interest is having to work pretty hard to try and get closer to the lead. Karmarau Invasion at the moment racing 5th. High Riser 6th on the inside, then Regal Boy the running line. A sulky's length away to Africa. Then Lester Scott down on the inside of Mountain Gold. Then Sundon's Way, Buster Hanover, Special Force and Euro Ranjar is last and would be 40 metres off the lead as they enter the back straight. Approaching the 1600 metres. Homer Hawk's in front. 3 wide. National Interest has had to work very hard. He's in search of the lead now. It's going for broke Chris Lang with National Interest. He'll try and head off Homer Hawk, but he can't do so. Homer Hawk ticks through, holds out National Interest. Lyle Creek is in third spot. He hasn't quite settled too well for the 1-1, and Anthony Butts had to hook him 3 deep around National Interest. So the favourite's making another move. First surprise in the race being that he didn't lead Lyle Creek, and he's without cover as they came to the turn nearing the 1200. Lead time in 1:54.3. The pace is very good. First quarter's hot, 29.5. And Homer Hawk, one of the local chances, led 3 metres to Lyle Creek. Ambrose Pride third and National Interest fourth, but he's done it tough. Then High Riser. Africa hooks out 3 wide the mare and improving now. Trailing her up was Sundon's Way into a nice spot. Then came Lester Scott. Mountain Gold's broken up near the tail of the field. He's in a mad gallop. Goes back to the rear. Euro Ranjar's last of the main group. About 30 metres off the lead. They try and slacken off the speed a little bit. Going to the 800 metres. And Homer Hawk in front, leading by 3 or 4 metres to the favourite Lyle Creek. Second quarter in 32.4. Third Ambrose Pride. Africa 3 deep. Then High Riser. National Interest. Sundon's Way. Hooking out Euro Ranjar making ground 20 metres off the lead. Buster Hanover going with him. And then Karmarau Invasion. Mountain Gold between runners Special Force. Regal Boy and Lester Scott drops out. The favourite put his head in front. Lyle Creek off the back from Homer Hawk, who's kicking back again. Third Africa. Then Ambrose Pride running on Sundon's Way. Right around the outside. Buster Hanover with a run. And they were followed by Special Force. Euro Ranjar made a mistake. Third quarter 29.5. Round the turn. Homer Hawk, Lyle Creek. Africa running on. Further out Sundon's Way. Lyle Creek hit the lead in the straight. He's a metre in front of Africa. Sundon's Way and Buster Hanover. But it's Lyle Creek in front. He's got the into one. Lyle Creek, the champion of trotting in the Inter-Dominion, wins at 5 metres. Second placing goes to Africa. Third's very close between Sundon's Way, a brave run, Homer Hawk and Ambrose Pride.
A week later, the 12 leading point scorers lined up to do battle in the $1 million Pacers Grand Final over 2,540 metres behind the mobile barrier. It was the moment of truth. The race started in sensational fashion when Courage Under Fire got to the mobile too quickly. He attempted to duck under the arm of the starting gate, but hit his head and galloped back through the field as Alan Donahue took the US-bred Slug of Gin straight to the front. The decision by John Justice not to go forward from gate 6 at the start with Shaker Maker paid dividends when the son of Bookmaker sprinted home strongly in the straight to beat Breeny's Fella and Happy Asset to provide Justice with the highlight of his training driving career. That victory, Shaker Maker's 24th with 7 placings from 31 starts, elevated him to the the millionaire status, with $610,000 for first, extending his earnings to $1.145 million.
But it's Slug of Gin in front. He settles the sulky's length. Admiral's Avenue is in second spot. Captain Rufus awaiting cover now. He's sitting third. Three back the inside, Kaima Kid. Then Happy Asset outside, Safe and Sound. Next is Yield Star. Down on the inside was at it again. The Little Champ is back fourth last. Courage Under Fire. Here goes some moves. The Kiwis are off now. Happy Asset goes forward. Yield Star goes forward. The leader was getting it too easy. 1:11.2 the lead time, and as they dash down the back, Slug of Gin led. Happy Asset went to second. Now gets cover. Yield Star gets past him, and the Little Champ's off now. Courage Under Fire. He goes forward out three wide. Behind the leader was Admiral's Avenue. Three back the inside, Kaima Kid. Then Captain Rufus. Now hooking out was Safe and Sound. Down on the inside, Breeny's Fella. From at it again, 3 lengths to Cole Bruce and Shaker Maker last. Courage Under Fire gets up on the outside of Slug of Gin. First quarter in 29 seconds, so they've really picked it up now. Coming down the straight with a lap to go. Tabcorp in it on 2000, Pacing Championship Grand Final, and it's Slug of Gin, the American in front, representing Queensland. 4 metres to Courage Under Fire. Leaders back, Admiral's Avenue. Safe and Sound going up 3 wide. Between runners, Yield Star. 3 back the inside as they turn was Kaima Kid heading towards the 800. 3 deep with cover was at it again. Then Happy Asset between runners. 4 back the inside, Breeny's Fella. Shaker Maker 3 wide but 3 back. Second last, Captain Rufus and Cole Bruce last. Second quarter in 30.8. And Slug of Gin the leader, 700 to go. 2.5 metres to the Little Champ, Courage Under Fire. Then came Admiral's Avenue. Safe and Sound off the track. In between runners, Yield Star. 3 wide with cover at it again. Over on the inside, Kaima Kid. Then Happy Asset, Shaker Maker, Breeny's Fella, Captain Rufus and Cole Bruce last. Heading off the back in 28.3. Slug of Gin led 2 metres. Courage Under Fire second. Right around the outside, at it again, pulling out. 3 wide, Safe and Sound. Admiral's Avenue awaiting the express post lane. Favourites under the whip, Courage Under Fire. As they turn into the straight, Slug of Gin being swamped. Here comes Shaker. Shaker Maker let loose with a run. Look at him go. Shaker Maker hit the lead with John Justice. He's coming away. Flying Breeny's Fella. It's a Victorian Quinella. Shaker's done it. Shaker Maker's won the Inter-Dominion. John Justice and Shaker Maker have beaten Breeny's Fella and Happy Asset. Then came Yield Star. Next in, Kaima Kid, Captain Rufus. Safe and Sound, Admiral's Avenue, Cole Bruce. Courage Under Fire. And then Kaima Kid at it again ahead of him. And Slug of Gin knocked up. Final quarter, 29.3. Shaker Maker.
Victorian filly What's My Line maintained her unbeaten South Australian record when she completely outclassed her rivals to win the $10,000 South Australian Oaks at Globe Derby Park on February 26th. Trained and driven by Jack O'Brien, the What's Next filly, a winner at Gawler and Globe Derby at her only previous South Australian visit, carried too many guns for the local fillies after taking the lead in the early stages. What's My Line was untroubled to win by 6 metres, rating 22.7 for the mobile 2,230 metres, well outside the track record of 2 minutes .1 set a year earlier by Please Don't Tease.
9 out in front and going nicely is What's My Line at the winning post at the 850 with 1 circuit to go. German in second placing. Lawrence starting to niggle at the favourite to work closer. Here comes Direct Cindy, 3 wide around the corner but working hard to get there. Romancing Lesvos on the leader's back. XJ6, 1 out and 1 back. Clonmel, 3 back the inside. Then Lifelong Dream, and last of all, he's paying under pressure. Past the 600, What's My Line in front, still by 2 metres. Here comes Direct Cindy very quickly. 3 wide down the back, gets past German, about a metre in front of her in the centre. She's kicking back though. Romancing Lesvos is on the inside waiting for the split. Second quarter, 30 seconds, 61.9 the first half, 29.6 down the back. What's My Line in front, 3 wide Direct Cindy, German under pressure in the centre. Romancing Lesvos still waiting for the split. Then behind those, Clonmel. What's My Line straightens up by 2 metres. Down the outside, Direct Cindy. Romancing Lesvos trying to get underneath. But Jack O'Brien, he says, go on, What's My Line? And he gets the Oaks. What's My Line by 5 metres. Second placing, Romancing Lesvos. Third over the line was German, then Direct Cindy.